Ready? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So our theme for national conference is For the Win, right? Nevena, our chief field officer, spoke to Empower Achievers yesterday about how important those little everyday wins are. And if you'll notice on Superstars page, we have Winning Wednesday, where we just want to celebrate the little things. Those are the things that keep us going. So I want to share with you, though, two lessons that I learned in 2021 about winning. The first lesson is winning isn't everything. The second lesson is never stop trying to win. So in 2021, Pamper Chef announced that executive leaders and above could earn a trip to Croatia. And the earning period for that trip was January 1st through August 1st. I started out January excited, motivated. I was going to earn this trip. I had earned the trip to Paris. I had earned the trip to Prague. I'm going to earn this trip to Croatia. I was excited. I had a plan to meet those earning requirements. I was a little nervous too, because this is coming off of 2020, COVID year. And the earning requirements were pretty steep. Actually more steep than both Paris and Prague. And I'm betting some of you have felt the same way in your Pamper Chef career. You set a goal and you were excited and motivated and had a plan, but you were nervous at the same time. Maybe it was the day you signed up or the moment you decided to go for director or senior director or executive, whatever it is, or maybe it's an incentive trip. So, fast forward to April, I had met 2 of the 3 requirements. And I had made some progress in that 3rd requirement, but I was not where I had hoped to be. By mid-May, I started to get very discouraged. Now, I still believed that I could do what I needed to do to earn that 3rd category, but it was really going to take double the effort I had already been giving, and I was working pretty hard. Like, I'm committed to this. And if you were around last year, you know that the business was nothing like it was in 2020. So let's talk about that for a second, because not only was it not like it was in 2020, but it was really underperforming what Pampered Chef had projected it would do. And we were headed into the summer, some of the tough months for this business. I personally had several vacations planned. I was hosting a huge national conference event in Maryland, and my mother-in-law was dying from cancer. So I had to decide if I was going to continue to work to earn this trip, because whether you accomplish something or not, it is always a decision you make. You decide if you're going to do it or not. The struggle was real for me. But I was not struggling over, oh, I want to go to Croatia. Oh, it's going to be an amazing trip. I struggled over, what will people think of me if I don't earn this trip? Will I still be respected? Am I still a leader worthy of the team that I lead? Will I still be able to inspire my team? What I saw in myself with those questions was a lot of pride. I was proud of what I had accomplished, and I thought that's what defined me as a person and as a leader. And that's when I had to learn the lesson that winning isn't everything. My value and your value is not based in winning or in your accomplishments. Promotions, trips, awards, ribbons are all super fun and awesome, but they don't define who we are. I didn't have to earn that trip to be an inspirational leader. I didn't have to earn that trip for my team to be inspired by me or to think that I'm worthy of leading them. And I didn't have to earn that trip for home office to respect me. So the last week of May, I made the very conscious decision I was no longer going to focus on earning Croatia. Remember, those requirements were hard. So in the second week of June, just 2 weeks later, Pampered Chef doubled all of the ways that we could earn those points through the summer. And I can remember this very vividly. I was away in Key West with my husband celebrating our anniversary, and we were listening to this very important phone call where they announced, oh, we're gonna double the points so that you guys can earn this trip. And I started to get excited, and we were sitting in Jimmy Buffett's place, Margaritaville. And I can remember Adam saying, where are you? Because what I had done was got into my head, started getting stressed, and taking back all of that. I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. And when I looked up at him, because he said that, he saw it in my eyes. And all he said was, Stacy, you don't have to earn that trip. And I just started crying because it was the reminder that I needed from him that winning isn't everything. So at some point in July, the next month, Pampered Chef decided to extend the earning period. And we now had until the end of September to earn this trip. 2 more months. In July, I still also had the responsibility of national conference, and the doctors told us that my mother-in-law had about 5 to 6 weeks left. Interestingly enough, I was leading a workshop at National Conference that year about growth mindset. And one of the points that I was asked to speak to was around how our accomplishments don't define us. Boy, is God working in Stacy. I don't need to accomplish for acceptance and love. You don't have to accomplish things for people to accept you and love you or for approval. On August 1st, my mother-in-law went home to be with her Lord and Savior. It was a loss for our family that we had never experienced anything like that previously. So all of August was focused on that. The beginning of September, I traveled to Prague and Austria and Germany. In Austria, I heard about this waterfall that you had to go and see. Now, I don't really pack hiking boots when I go on vacation. I have cute boots. But this waterfall is only 45 minutes away, and I'm like, oh, I can do this. It's going to be worth it. That's all I heard. So we hike for about an hour, and we get to this little breakaway, and this is after the 45 supposed minute hike, hour in, we get to the breakaway, and I see a sign, waterfall, 45 minutes. I just hiked 45 minutes. Like, okay, we're gonna keep going. We hike another hour and come to this gorgeous clearing. You can hear the sound of the rushing water flowing down the mountain. And I look around. Where's the waterfall? I see a bridge. I cross the bridge and I see this sign. And I look on the other side of the sign and it says, waterfall, that way. And I look up this mountain and I see this unending set of steps carved out into the mountain. I'm 2 hours into this hike in cute boots. And the waterfall was supposed to be 45 minutes away. We were hiking with another couple, and they look at me and they're like, we're out. Adam looks at me. He looks down at my shoes. He's like, are you going? I'm like, I am going. I am going to see this waterfall. I don't think he even followed me at that point. So I said to him, I'm 3/4 of the way there. I am not giving up. As I started to climb, because we're in elevation now, I have asthma. I'm exhausted. I'm struggling to breathe. You're dramatic. But I am committed. My body wanted to quit, but I kept saying, I can't give up. And as I'm into the third set of stairs, going up into this hill, I can't see the top. It hits me. Stacey, you're 3/4 of the way to Croatia. Why are you giving up? I'm crying. I can't breathe. I'm crying. I kept climbing the stairs. I got to the top. How many of you saw my live that I did on my wall? I was an emotional mess. All I could say was, don't give up. Don't give up. Every step, every drop of sweat, every scuff on my cute boots was worth that hike to the waterfall. So the second lesson I learned was never stop trying to win. So how do these go together? Winning isn't everything, but never stop trying to win. The truth is, it needs to be flipped. Never give up on your goals. Never stop trying to win. We first need to learn that our accomplishments don't define us. But when you set that goal, don't give up on it. And definitely don't stop working that goal before the deadline. That was the biggest mistake. At the end of the day, if you can lay your head on the pillow at night and say, I gave it my best. I gave it my very best and I didn't give up, then you won. That's the win right there. Because that's how you know who you are deep inside. It's how you run that race. Are you tenacious? Are you a fighter? That's how you want to be defined. Not by what you accomplish. It's how you work to win, not what you win. And so, one of our very dear friends, Katie's husband, painted this for me. This is me at the top of the waterfall. And on the back, he wrote, Never Give Up, Croatia 2022. Yeah, that's when I went. So, what is your waterfall? What are you working hard to achieve? For some of you, it might just be being active every single month. That's going to be your first waterfall. And like you heard Judy say earlier, I love and appreciate every single one of you that are active. Thank you for doing that. That's what makes us one of the top teams in the company. For others, it's director. Maybe it's advanced director, senior director. Maybe it's earning an incentive trip. Maybe it's having your face on a poster next year. Maybe it's executive director, senior executive director, national executive director. We all have a waterfall. Don't give up trying to win and getting there. But remember, that's not what defines you. Congratulations again, superstars. You are amazing.